A Kid's Book About Banned Books by the National Coalition Against Censorship. Better Together. This book is best read together, grown-up and kid. A Kid's Book About Banned Books by the National Coalition Against Censorship. For every reader who has found a friend in a book, and for the brave students, writers, teachers, and librarians who fight to make sure all kids can read books that matter to them. Warning! Some people don't want you to read this book. This is a book about books. Some people think books can be dangerous, scary, or too grown up. But we think you should get to decide for yourself. To do that, you have to read the book, the whole book. So who are we? We are the National Coalition Against Censorship, and we have been defending kids' rights to read for a long time. Coalition is a team working together. Censorship is when ideas, books, and art are changed because someone in charge doesn't agree with them. Why do you read books? We know people read books for all kinds of reasons. Like to learn new ideas, events from history, other ways of thinking and living. To discover different beliefs, exciting characters, how other people see the world. Characters are the people in the stories you read. To explore faraway places, how you see the world. To feel joy, sadness, excitement, and to feel connected and seen. And sometimes we just read books for fun. Not everyone likes every book, and that's okay. Some people have ideas that make people feel nervous or uncomfortable. When this happens, they may want to ban the book. Banning books is when books are taken away or kept out of a place where a lot of books can be found, like a school or library. A book ban is when a book is taken out of a library or school because someone, usually not a teacher or librarian, says they don't think it's right for kids. When someone tells a librarian or teacher that they can't let kids read certain books because they personally don't believe kids should read them. A book ban isn't when a library doesn't have space for a book, when a book is removed because it hasn't been checked out in a while, or when a teacher or librarian uses their professional experience to decide which books to keep. You might be wondering, how can a book be banned when it can still be found on the internet and in bookstores? Well, every kid's access to books is different. For some people, schools and libraries are the only places they can find books to read, so it's very important that one person's opinion doesn't change what schools and libraries look like for everyone. Let's think about the books that matter most to you. What books do you read over and over? Think about why. Who are the characters you love? Have you ever read a book and thought, that character is just like me? Has a book ever taught you something new about the world? Did a story ever help you understand someone else's life? Those books helped you become who you are. But what if those books were banned? Without books that challenge you, stretch your brain, and teach you new things, you learn less, you discover less, you explore less, and you feel less. Book bans not only hurt kids who have fewer books at home or less access to books, but also kids who feel different from their friends, kids who feel lonely, kids who don't often read about characters who look like them, sound like them, love like them, or live like them. Books are a huge way we learn about other people and develop empathy, which means feeling with someone and not just for someone. The world is better when we have empathy for others. So book bans really hurt everyone. If book bans hurt everyone, why do people try to ban books? Lots of reasons, really. People try to ban books because they disagree with the ideas, characters, or lessons inside. But hiding things we don't like doesn't make them go away. Mostly, people try to ban books when they're afraid of what those books might help you learn, discover, explore, or feel. And they're afraid of the questions you might ask. We believe questions are important because questions lead to conversations, and conversations are how we make new ideas. We also believe it's important to learn about ideas you may disagree with, because you'll meet a lot of people in your life, and you won't agree with everyone you meet. It's important to learn how to have conversations with people who think differently than you do. As we hear new ideas, we get to shape and reshape our own opinions about the world. We all get to be lifelong learners. So who gets to decide what we read? We think no one person should get to make that choice for everyone. Everyone should make that decision for themselves. And if you're a kid, maybe that means deciding with your grown-up. Also, teachers and librarians know a lot about how kids read and learn, so if they can help guide you and answer your questions. Not every book is right for everyone, or at least not right for them right now. But all of us need access to books that help us grow, learn, and feel seen. So if someone is trying to ban a book at your school, try this. 1. Talk to your grown-up about reading the book together. 2. Read the whole book. 3. Ask questions. Why do people dislike it? Why would someone want to ban it? 4. Talk about what you learned and how the book made you feel. And 5. If you think the book is important, take action. You could draw a picture, write a letter, or talk to your teacher or school librarian about why you think the book matters. Books are being banned in schools and libraries every day, maybe even in a town near you. So it's important to keep reading books, talking about them, and speaking up when someone tries to ban them. Because the best way to fight a book ban is to call it out and say, I don't agree with this. Remember, you and your grown-up know what's right for you. And everyone deserves to choose what's right for them.